Hi everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Love Dive by IVE. This is IVE's first comeback in a very long 4 months. I'm just joking because they debuted 4 months ago and they're already back. It's extremely rare to see such a fast comeback, but I do think it's because, one, they debuted with a single, so perhaps Starship was able to save on some resources and able to come back more quickly, which is very good because that debut was popping. And so they're able to capitalize on that momentum. And I think that's a pretty good move. And I got to say, I'm going into this with relatively high expectations. One, because the debut song was spectacular. 11, for me personally, it was one of the best debuts, if not the sharpest and fun, addictive debuts I've seen in a very long time. 11 is a very good song. And it's a great music video too. So I really enjoyed it. But also since then, I've been watching a lot of 123 IVE, and I was already an IZ*ONE fan, so Wonyoung and Yujin, were big enough pulls to get me into the group. But watching 123 IVE, I would highly suggest that to anybody who wants to get into IVE. It is a very good idol variety / reality series, and I think it's a great insight into the type of team members that they have. And so because of that, I've got some relatively high expectations, but I'm looking forward to this. I'm sure they will meet it. But before we get into today's video, we actually need to talk about today's sponsor, myself. Real quick, guys, just if you enjoy our content and you want to support the channel, you can visit us over at patreon.com/formoftherapy. We do listening parties. We check out EPs, singles. We checked out IVE's previous single. I don't know if this time it's going to be a single or an EP, but we're also going to be doing a listening party for that as well. And as I mentioned, we've been checking out 123 IVE, and that has been such a fun experience. And we're also actually going through Produce 48 right now, and it's interesting seeing Wonyoung and Hyujin on that show, like pre-everything. But if you guys want to check that out with us, we also check out survival shows, K-dramas. This month, we just introduced Anime Club, so if you guys want to check that out, that's going to be available on our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You could just simply hit the like button down below. You could also subscribe down below, and those are free ways to help us out. All right, guys, we appreciate everyone's support. Let's get into the video. This is Love Dive by IVE, and this is your form of therapy.
네가 참 궁금해 그건 너도 마찬가지 이거면 충분해 좋고 좋는 이런 놀이 참을 수 없는 이끌림과 호기심 묘한 너와 나 두고 보면 알겠지 눈동자를
Holy mo! Whoa!
감추고 있는 거 Yeah, it's so bad
Oh my god, she cut her hair.
Narcissistic, my god, I love it. 서로를 비춘 밤 아름다운 까만 눈빛도 빠져 깊이 넌 내게려 숨 참고 last step
Oh!
어서 love dive
Wow.
Oh, perfect
Wow.
sacrifice Yeah 숨 참고 love dive 마음은 이렇게 알다가도 모르지
It's so strange how the song sounds, the way that it's mixed. The percussion makes it sound so empty, but like the intermittent like booming bass is not making the song feel as empty. Oh my god, this pre-chorus is chilling. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the frick was that transition? That was clever. That pause was just 1 second longer than I was expecting, but it was so good. I'm gonna be honest, like, this is probably like the worst reaction because I have barely been watching this video. It's kind of really hard to focus on this video when the song is so good. Okay, I'm not joking. I don't remember 99% of that video. I know that the IVE members were in it. I think there was a CG heart flying around. And there was like this weird like transition where I think like they were kind of like flipping out of the scene like this. That's all I remember. I literally remember nothing about this video. And that is not an insult to the video. This song was so insanely good, it was ridiculously distracting. That might have been the worst way to watch this video for the first time. I have this issue with our YouTube where there are certain songs where I feel like, oh, the music video is so good that like I actually can't appreciate how good a song is because a video is usually distracting. And so most of the time, I usually like songs even more after my reactions. And so IVE's 11 is actually a great example. After listening to IVE's 11 or doing the video, the culture study video with you guys, I would then listen to 11 and I was just getting more and more into it. And I just kept like repeating that like mid-chorus portion that Eugene has, that like that part just over and over again. Like I was addicted to that song, but I didn't realize how great of a song it was while watching the video, while reacting to it with you guys, because I thought the music video was so spectacular. It was eye-catching. It was like this big visual spectacle. So like for me, I come from more of a filmmaking background, and so because I in a situation like that, my brain automatically treats the music more as a soundtrack. And so sometimes like I have to like force myself to like try and listen to the song. Love Dive is literally, did I call it Dive? Love Dive is literally the opposite effect. This song is so shocking. It's so good that it is overwhelming. It overwhelmed my senses, and I often complain about short songs. Something about this is 250, this is like a 256 runtime on this song. Often I prefer songs to be somewhere between like 315 and like 340. I like lengthier, longer songs. It's usually based on structure rather than the actual length, though. And I feel like I'm not fully satisfied until a song is like a certain length. Like Woozy's Ruby, I think, is a good example. Woozy's Ruby is a really good song, but I'm like, this is way too short. And mind you, a lot of music is moving towards that direction because of streaming and people want more replayability. Love Dive works perfectly. It's 258. It is not too long, not too short. I honestly can't even confirm that. We're going to do a second watch through for sure, but at least first impression, I don't feel unsatisfied. I feel like a gale force wind just came into the studio and knocked my ass out. I don't know what I just listened to. I don't know what I just witnessed. All I know is that it was epic. It was so good. First impressions, things that are coming to my mind that like shocked me about the song really. Ray, what the like she got lines, like really long full verses and the chorus too. Like I was surprised, like because they had her doing sort of the talk singing thing in 11. The na mola sana na 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 na. they gave her that part, but then here they gave her like actual like melodical vocal parts, and she sounded amazing, which that stood out to me. I thought that was fantastic. That pre-chorus is so fucking chilling. It is so goosebumps inducing. It is crazy. That pre-chorus, that vocal ooh in the background is legendary. It's iconic, and this is something that I think Starship is doing really, really well with IVE's music, or at least their title tracks. Because 11 to Love Dive, something that carries over is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you make me feel like 11. That hook is legendary. Like, it's iconic. And I feel like that ooh in the pre-chorus here is exactly that. Like, there needs to, like, something about IVE's music, their title tracks, there is a key point to the one. Like, there's like that one thing you hear and like you latch onto it. It's almost like what they do in K-pop dance choreography sometimes with like the key point choreography, you know, like the 1 point move. Oh my goodness. We have to watch that again. We have to listen to that again. I legitimately remember nothing about this video. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, starting off with those drums, that opening. Oh my goodness. This is it's interesting to see that kind of opening drum pattern for something that's not an 80s song, you know? It kind of reminded me of the opening of 80s is Wonderland. That opening drum sound, it sounds so epic. Now they obviously go in a much more different direction here, but just the drums. What is that instrument? There's a percussion instrument. It's kind of sounds like snapping, but it's not snapping, but it sounds really, really good. Even the camera work there was really interesting when Eugen's line starts. How the camera like it could have done and I think this is what a lot of K-pop music videos do, is you'll see like a really fast zoom, like a really fast either a digital zoom or an in-camera zoom, but here they like slowly went in, and then if you listen to the way she actually says her lines right here. The way she like slowly says it, it sounds very like mesmerizing. And so the camera slowly pushing in on her while she's looking directly into the eyes, it almost feels like she's pulling you in. Oh my goodness, that was really well done. Ray's voice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know who's doing the ooh right here. I don't know if those are harmonies or if I were to make a guess, I feel like it's either Kal or Iso's voice. I can't be too sure. But I gotta say, that ooh is like a huskier tone. Like it's on the lower side. And so like then Wonyoung taking that part, the na 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 na. That part, like the way like she says it, the way like she like uses her voice, I don't know, it's like a great contrast to the heaviness of the vocal ooh ooh, and then hers is like much more like sharper. Wow, this song is like really, really like I think just like vocal directing wise, this is like so interesting. Like from Yujin's opening line to Wonyoung and the oohs contrasting each other. I really think it's Kai.
It's so bad, it's good. 난 그 맘을 좀 봐야겠어. Narcissist.
Okay, let's take a look at that.
It's good. 난 그 맘을 좀 봐야겠어.
Yeah. Oh, that is really interesting. Oh, wow. This effect is really fascinating. All right, so it's the girls don't move. It's they cut them out and then they cut out the set, and then what happens is it's a 180 flip. It's like the upside down takes over basically. And then they just have a nice little transition effect right there. Boom. Wow, such a simple effect. And then they use the light streak of this heart symbol to actually distract you from noticing the transition as much. Wow.
So narcissist.
Wow. Really good.
It's good. 난 그 맘을 좀 봐야겠어. Narcissistic. My God, I love it. 서로를 비춘 밤. 아름다운 까만 눈빛도 빠져 깊이.
I love that opening line. Hold on. Narcissistic. My God, I love
But
it.
I love it. 서로를 비춘.
This requires this is such a conceptually difficult song to pull off, I feel like. This is their first comeback song, and I cannot believe how they're able to pull this off. Like, acting wise, you would need so much sass. They have to believe like they are the shit. You know, it requires so much sass and so much confidence. And you have to play it in a way that's also not like cringe-inducing and also like is super cool. And how did they nail this? How are they training them at Starship? It's insane. This song's insane.
밤. 아름다운 까만 눈빛도 빠져
Wow, Wonyoung and Liz really fit this tone a lot. And then the second part of the chorus. Oh, this is so good.
숨 참고 flashback.
Oh my God.
어서 어서 love dive.
Is that a Pegasus car? What?
Olympic sacrifice.
What is this video? I realize I'm still not watching this video.
마음은 이렇게 알다가도 모르지. 사랑이란
Ooh, shout out to the video team.
마음은 이렇게
I mean, this shot is so dope, but the way they lit this, it's so interesting. Oh, it's so interesting. So the background is actually really, really well lit, and the foreground is really dark. But how they make her stand out is really interesting. Usually you would put like a hair light or an edge light on them, so it's like a lighting above them, so like it lights her hair right here, or an edge light like lighting around here to separate her from the background. They gave her an actual backlight, so there's literally a light right behind her. They put a light that's illuminating her, so it makes her like literally glow, and it makes her look more epic. Oh, that's
모르지.
wow.
사랑이라는 건 한순간에 필 테니. 직접 들어와 두 눈으로 확인해. 내 맘.
What were those sequence of shots with Wonyoung?
사랑이라는 건 한순간에 필 테니. 직접
Wow.
들어와
A lot of motivated transitions, how the heart goes into the camera and then it turns into this butterfly.
두 눈으로 확인해. 내 맘 가장 깊은 데로 오면 돼. 망설일 시간은
Ooh.
3초면 되는 걸. Yeah, it's so bad, it's good. 원하면
Ooh.
There's a system, I gotta love it.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to curse that loud. I was just so shocked. I just wanted to go back and see this. Okay, it's literally the same effect, but wow, it looks so good. I can't believe they pulled that off. It looks so insanely good. I don't even think this is a separate plate. Yo, it's not. Okay, so what you guys need to appreciate how good this effect really is. So usually you would expect this to be like a separate plate, meaning that like they would film this against a green screen, which makes it easier for them to cut them out. Just like chroma key that, and it's like a real simple pull. But you see how they transform and then they seamlessly fit into the background. If you look at the lighting and everything, they didn't do that. And you can see it right here around. You see how the feathering here, you see like this glow around them. It's because they couldn't pull a clean, like you can even see in between the legs, you can see the background, right? It's because they couldn't pull a clean cut because they are cutting out the footage from on location, which is much harder than just green screening it. But because of that, it looks way cooler and way better because it's not green screen, because the lighting is consistent.
Yeah, it's so bad, it's good.
I love the bounce during that part. The so bad, so good. The fact that Iseol, the manga, is pulling this off is actually, it's insane. Wow. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Okay, one thing that I really need to compliment IVE on their music video, not just this music video, but it's consistent from 11 as well. Something that they do really well that a lot of K-pop videos don't do. I mean, one, just the color grading is on point. It looks really, really great. I also feel like they're color grading it in a slight way where it looks a little bit more cinematic. The blacks are a little bit darker, so it looks great. But something that I also think is really rare is the way they shoot this music video. A lot of these shots are on long focal length lenses, which you don't often do. And even like their wide shots here, it looks like they shot it on a long focal length lens. For wide shots, they usually switch to a wide lens, but they don't do that. And then consistently, like you'll see the shot of Yujin right here. Even that was shot at a distance. Like, someone asked me, someone left a comment on my Stacy Run to You video asking me, "Oh, why does this shot look so cool? I don't get it. Like, blah blah blah." And I was like, because that shot was shot on a long focal length lens, which gives it a much more cinematic look because of the lengthiness. And like even like the close-ups that they shoot here looks way more cinematic. You see a lot of, they did a really good job of, I don't know what, it's supposed to be like some CG cloud thing, right? But they did a really good job at blending it. It looks real. The lighting looks like it's sunset. It looks like a movie, you know? It has that like, it's high quality, but it's just kind of, the quality's just muddy enough that it looks aesthetically beautiful. That's that film look. And they bring it into IVE's videos, and I think it really sets a tone for the high quality, kind of sort of elegant classiness of IVE's videos. So just inherently cinematic, even like right here. If you notice, they've got a lot of these flares going on off the lights. You know, just even having that flare, it's a cool like misty effect, but also a filmmaking tool to make shit look more cinematic. It looks super dope. 숨 참고 love dive. Hold your breath and dive into love is what they're saying. You know, that informs kind of like even the opening segment, that portion I was talking about with Yujin right here. That physical camera work is literally representing like diving into her. Wow. Okay. I mean, the video, first of all, the video is interesting. They shoot in literally one location. And it looks great. It's just diverse enough, and it's also expertly handled and well done, that even though they're dancing in like pretty much like the same two locations repeatedly with like alterations here and there, it doesn't like it still looks good, you know. Ordinarily I have problems with K-pop music videos that have less than, you know, several scenes and stuff like that. But the thing about Love Dive is, even if they're not like following by, I feel like, traditional K-pop music video rules, they're incorporating a lot more cinematic filmmaking elements into it. So it actually feels cooler. It feels higher. And it feels more like they're working within the challenge of shooting in one location rather than they were limited to shooting in one location. I don't know what the actual case is, but given like just like from start to finish how well thought out this video actually is, I would, you know, I lean towards more thinking that I do think that it was intentional, and I think it paid off. I think the video looks super, super dope. I really love how much more cinematic it looks, from the camera work, from the actual like resolution of the video to the quality and color grading of it. It's just, it looks so, so good. Second, this song is amazing. I really didn't think they could top 11 for me, man. And you know what? It might not top 11 for everyone, but it topped 11 for me. I am not like, I'm not trying to make an 11 pun here, but like, I think this music video was an 11 out of 10. I rarely say that about videos, but I think this music video was 11 out of 10. I think this music video is just really pleasant and fun to watch. I think the way that it's set up, the way certain shots are motivated, it makes for good replayability value. So, like, even more so than 11, in my opinion. I think this video is a visually interesting, or maybe it's because I've just watched 11 too much, and I'm thinking that. I don't know. But Love Dive, it's just a really great music video. And, you know, the past 2-3 years, and I feel like this past year it's been like really changing, which I'm really, really happy for. But I've been seeing a problem in K-pop, which is music videos are becoming lackluster, and it's becoming very recycled. And I don't know, like I don't know if everyone's going to notice that Love Dive, the music video, it looks different and feels different than other K-pop music videos. I would have to like maybe do like a really long thesis type of video to kind of show what, like, you know, like the recycled stuff looks like. But this was just handled so much better. So the video, I have to give it an 11 out of 10. I think it's fantastic. The song, also an 11 out of 10. I mean, this song is so great. The way it is able to balance having a very light, like a very light, bouncy feeling, like you're floating on air, right? I mean, they're literally flying through the sky, and this song has a very like soaring feeling to it. Definitely played on by that ooh part. I mean, there's like this echo effect that you hear during that ooh, like this part. That definitely, the way it like trails off and like the echo definitely gives it that much more floating feeling. And yet, like, because of like this, like the drums right here, and then the boom. Oh, it's more like two. But that intermittent booming that you hear adds weight to the song. It's like a very empty floating song, but the texture of it is still very heavy. Like it's both a very light song and a heavy song at the same time. And that balancing act is insane. Like I can't believe they pulled that off. And Ray, I think this is just my personal opinion, but I think Ray's and Wonyoung's vocals were MVP for me here. Super. I really loved how Wonyoung's voice sounded here. That's not to say like I ever disliked Wonyoung's voice, but I guess I never really had a moment where I was like, oh, Wonyoung's vocals here are like it's doing it for me, like it's selling it. But I feel like it was just a matter of like using it right, like them finding the right song for her. And I'm like, I feel like this is Wonyoung's song. Wonyoung, her voice is really, really dope on this song, but so is Ray. I feel like Ray for like the literal exact opposite reason as her. What I also really liked is how they actually divvied up the verses or the line distribution section in general. So the verses are given to, who is it? Yujin and Ray, right? And then Wonyoung gets the first half of, or like the majority of the pre-chorus, and then Kyle gets the tail end of the pre-chorus, right? And then they flip that around in the second verse, and then the second verse, Wonyoung gets the verse, and then Liz gets the verse, and then after that, Kyle gets a majority of the pre-chorus, and then I believe Ray gets the tail end, of the pre-chorus. I like the way they flipped the line distribution. Oftentimes, I feel like what you would expect is when person X has the pre-chorus, person X will always do the pre-chorus, like in that song, within the confines of that song. Or person X is doing the chorus, then person X is going to do the chorus. But they flip it around. I think they flip it around in the chorus too. Yeah. Wonyoung starts the chorus, and then here Isa starts it. So very different. And then it goes into Isa to Ray, and then I believe this one was Wonyoung to Liz. So I like how I feel like they kept it interesting because even though it's the same lines, narcissistic, my God, I love it. Even though it's the same line, just like the fact that it's a different person, I think is already unexpected. You're shaking things up, and then vocally, it provides something different for the song. It makes the song unexpected, even if it is the same line and the same top line and melody. It just feels just unexpected. Like this part right here, like with Ray, how they switch it up in that second chorus. That hold right there, that hold is so epic. It's amazing. So yeah, IVE's Love Dive song, just an 11 out of 10, like above and beyond. Video, 11 out of 10, just above and beyond. I've kicked butt. Like, this is an 11 out of a 10 first comeback. What the hell? I mean, Eunbi literally just had a comeback yesterday, and I also gave her song an 11 out of 10. What is going on with the 11 out of 10 first comebacks for me with former IZ*ONE members? That's insane. But I mean, it's insane. It's an insane song, and it's an insane video, and I'm absolutely in love with this entire thing. And I love it. I love it. Guys, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you guys think of Love Dive by IVE? How does this compare to 11? What do you guys even think about like them coming back so soon after their debut? Do you think it's a smart move? They're capitalizing on the momentum of their debut. And do you think this song lives up to that momentum? I personally think it takes that momentum and then throws it into the sky at the moon, and it just is flying in space now. It's insane how good this song is, but I want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you'd like to support the channel, if you'd like to support us, please visit us on Patreon. I'm really hoping there's an EP for Love Dive, but I'm kind of I'm doubting it. I feel like it's probably going to be a single more than anything, but we're definitely going to be checking it out if there is a B-side on it next month in May. As I mentioned, we're also checking out other content. We're checking out 123 IVE for our variety content. We check out variety content on our Patreon. We check out survival shows, K-dramas as well. Right now we're checking out Produce 48. We're going to be starting Queendom 2 this month, so if you guys want to join us for that, we would love to see you there. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You could simply hit the like button down below, leave a comment. We understand if you don't want to support us monetarily or you can't, but leaving a comment and hitting the like button, it actually helps us out a lot. And if you guys want to subscribe, we're gonna have the subscribe button for you right here, and you can check out our other videos over here. Make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload a new video, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.